All right, we're back to finish our lesson on Pythagorean Theorem. So we left off on B and we found that it was 22.6 meters. So now we're moving on to C. If you notice with C, what's missing? That's right, the hypotenuse. Because C is your hypotenuse and your two legs are 18 and 24. If you notice, I put 18 squared because we're using A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 18 squared plus 24 squared equals C squared. 18 squared is 324. 24 squared we did up on B, it is 576. Here, it clearly says add, so that's going to give us 900. The square root of 900 is 30. And you could take your calculator and then hit square root, and it gives us 30. So the missing length is 30 yards. Remember, we do have a negative answer to each of these, but because we're talking about length in yards, we will have to only use our positive value. So for that reason, we're going to go ahead to D. If you notice on D, you have 3, you have 8, and you have B. How do I know which one is which, Ms. Matthews? Well, again, your hypotenuse points that little right angle, that 90 degree points at your hypotenuse, your C, and it's pointing at the 8. So 8 is C, and you notice I put that there. It's equal to C. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Your A is 3. Your 8 is C. So now I'm going to say 3 squared, which is 3 times 3, which is 9. And 8 squared, 8 times 8 is 64. We're going to minus 9 on both sides because clearly we cannot add. There's the equal side of B squared all in a way. And once you do to one side, you have to do to the other side of the equal sign. Subtract 9 from both sides. That's going to give you B squared equals 55. To get rid of the square, the opposite of square is square root. So we got to do the square root of both sides. Square root of 55 actually gives you that long string of numbers again. So we're going to round to the nearest tenth. That is 1 decimal place. So 7.4. So this missing length is 7.4 miles. Our last example here, we're missing A, but we must know what the hypotenuse is. If you notice again, that little box is pointing at 20. That is your hypotenuse. So A squared plus 17 squared equals that longest side, 20. Because remember, your hypotenuse is your longest side. So here we're going to subtract 289. How did I get that? Well, 17 times 17 is 289. 20 times 20 is 400. And then we said 400 minus 289, and we'll get 111. Take the square root of both sides, and we get 10.5. Because again, we have that long string of numbers, and we have to round to the nearest tenth. 1 decimal place. 10.5. We can't round it up because there's a 3 behind our decimal. So the missing length for this is 10.5 centimeters. Do not forget your units. In the next video, I'm going to do example 2 for you and example 3. In example 2, we would talk about how we know if it is a right triangle and not a right triangle. Hopefully you're paying attention, so when you come back after Thanksgiving break, you'll know what to do. See you soon. Bye.